Hello, let's go, let's go, let's go. We have Njura here today with us. Njura, welcome.
Hello everyone. Welcome Mahdosh.
Welcome, Mr. Njura. It's amazing to have
Hello
you here.
YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Internet. Uh, it's amazing. We are going to day two. And it's amazing to share this journey with you, Njora. We've worked already together on so many projects. We know each other for years now. We're really good friends, and now we're even going further. And we're kicking off, right?
Yeah, we'll see how it will go. Thank you Mahdi for the invitation. Thank you for this opportunity. Let's see what we're gonna do with it.
Hmm.
Let's see what the engine is able to do, and let's share our journey during this process.
Perfect, Njora. Perfect. I'm glad. Look, I'm gonna ask you a few awkward questions.
Okay, we didn't practice about this before. This
We did
okay,
not.
okay.
Njora, why are you here today? Seriously. Tell me about you. Tell me about your personal life. Tell me about your
Wow.
goals. Yeah.
Okay, why am I?
Why did you accept my invitation?
Because you are my friend. Okay, let's answer step by step. First, why I'm here, or first personal, maybe personal presentation first. I don't know. My name is Aziz Najjar. I'm a software engineer. I'm pursuing my master's now. I like IT in general and web development and AI, data engineering specifically. I'm here to expand my knowledge, to have like an experience during my career, to have new experiences, to discover new technology. And I accepted the invitation because first, as I said, you're my friend. Second, I wanna discover this experience, and I believe that it can be something good in the future.
Perfect. I'm sure about that, Njora. And we've talked about this maybe even years ago about this
Yeah,
whole
well,
idea of the engine. And it's amazing hearing this coming from you because what we're trying to do within the engine is not to work separately, but we would like to work within a community, work on several teams, learn from each other, expand our knowledge, get paid, and yeah, like improve our professional life and our software development skills. So this is fitting exactly my needs and your needs, my ambitions, your ambitions, hopefully anyone's ambitions, and would like to join the engine. We still did not prepare it, but maybe there will be like kind of a form where you can fill to join and so on. Still, now if you're interested, you can just send us a private message. Uh, and yeah, for today, Njora, we can speak a little bit about the engine
hmm
in 3 minutes, and then we can discuss the goal of today's video
hmm
and
let's
start
see.
working, right? It's
Yes,
day
yes, yes.
two, but it's still step one. Yesterday, we just did a quick presentation about the whole challenge idea, what people can expect from these videos, and yeah, today we actually start talking,
Nice, nice.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
about like serious things. Okay, let me share my screen, and I prepared already a really quick thing about the. Okay, back. Let me show screen. As I mentioned, I prepared something about the engine. The engine is very dynamic, guys. It would probably change next month. It would change a lot probably next year, but the idea is the same. We would like to work in teams to have startups as clients, and we deliver projects to them. And at the same time, we would like to document our journey, show the good days, the bad days, what's hard, what's complicated, what's amazing about working together as software developers, and eventually expand the network and let anyone benefit from what they learn and from what they do
And
while
offer.
joining the engine. Exactly. So, what is the engine? As a description here, the engine is a dynamic, collaborative network of software developers. For now, it's just for software developers and creatives. And creatives working together to build amazing projects, grow professionally, as we were talking, and earn income. It's not just a platform; it's a community, a learning experience, and opportunity to be part of something revolutionary. I don't
Nice.
want to spend so much time in this. This is just words. What we will do within these 30 days is gonna be a proof of concept that the engine actually works, and this is a good idea. But we would like to empower junior developers to gain real-world experience. We would like to have a nice community to deliver high-quality software and to provide opportunities for income and career development. Within the engine, people can be developers, mentors, and people guiding these developers, project managers. And here comes the fun part. The engine would also need documentation specialists and community managers. So it's not only about software development, but it's about organizing this whole thing and advertising ourselves on social media. So those are roles that do not really need software development skills, but they need a creative mind and someone who's passionate about making a small idea go into something big. And why would people join the engine? I mean, it would be a valuable experience working on real world projects. That's something that we cannot really get while working on our personal side projects like we did for the past few years in Jura, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mainly one of the most important benefits. You wanted to say something?
No, just like I want to mention that like the side projects are usually far a bit from real world projects, real world client project. Like there is no clear requirements, real specific needs for
Mhm,
client.
mhm,
We
mhm.
create them, but it's different when there is a customer or client.
Perfect. Exactly. Exactly. And it's also really important to work under the pressure of a deadline. Customers
Mhm.
always have a deadline, and that's something that we usually lack in our personal projects. But also joining in the engine would be a good opportunity to earn income, as we spoke.
Mhm.
Uh,
This we didn't have
community.
also in our project.
What?
This also we didn't have in our previous project, in our personal
Exactly.
project.
We were just working for free for no reason, right? I mean, of course, for the reason of
For the
learning and
and
for
loving development
exactly, it's a
and
passion. For what I love is that software development. I think it's the same for you, Aziz, but
uh,
it's my hobby. So I work 8 hours as a software developer, and then for fun I do some software.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
All right.
interesting and nice. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'll skip few parts, but overall, how will the engine work now and in the future is that we start with project acquisition. We get the project, we gather the requirements, we form a team, we start with the execution, and then we focus on learning and growing within this experience because it's not just like a month where you get paid and then it's over, but we would like to make the best out of this month. Within the engine, we document everything. We are transparent. Anyone from all over the world can have a very deep understanding of how the engine works, and it's a community based. There will be many open source projects. There will be so many things that we do to hopefully, inshallah, benefit the people around us. Uh, okay, I'll skip this. We can have at a certain point uh, one dedicated video about the engine, about uh, what it does exactly. But what are we doing today here, Aziz?
I think we discussed that we can chat with the AI tool to discover our requirement, our process, our like the key points that we should start with, and to understand more mainly the requirement of the project, which you already talked in the previous video. And hopefully we will manage to set up our tech up, which is the environment in which we gonna do almost all our project management or like task management. Yeah.
I agree. So maybe as a summary, two main goals for today's video. first is to onboard ourselves with AI, include the AI to help us manage this project. Second goal is that we would have at the end an understanding about all the tasks and all the user stories that are needed for this project, and we can set everything on LinkUp if the time allows. Once
Take up.
and ClickUp.
Oh, click up.
Yes, yes, we will go there in a bit. But as you mentioned, Aziz, usually it's not only about this project, but whenever I'm starting something new in my professional life, even sometimes in my personal life, I would like to create one dedicated conversation or thread or chatbot for that specific topic. And
I do the same, yeah.
you do
I
that,
think.
right? Okay. I don't know how it would go with the both of us since only one person is sharing the screen, but we can always throw up some ideas. Hey, Matty, please try to do so. Hey, let
Ask
me
them this,
just
ask them that.
share my screen quickly and let me test something from my side. It's flexible. There are no rules here, but maybe I can start. And I usually start with a prompt to initiate the conversation, and I always start thinking is that except of the prompt that I'm gonna give, for those who does not know, prompt is the text that you write here, which could be a question like, hey, tell me about Google Earth. That's a prompt. So usually what I do before writing the prompt is thinking about, do I have files that I can give to the
Do
model?
I have what?
Files.
Ah,
Any Excel file, doc file, PowerPoint presentation, and so on. Because it's incredible that these AI tools can also analyze the whole file and understand the context, and sometimes it's really difficult to explain everything in just the paragraph. So I think for that we do have files, and let me double
nice.
check if we can connect to Google Drive. Ah, perfect. Add from Google Drive. Perfect. Look, I love
Very
this.
nice.
Everything is connected, right?
Yeah.
But I hope it has access to my personal Google Drive. Yes. I'm looking for link up. Recruitment. Here it is. So in here, what do we have? We have mainly this Excel file that I'm gonna show you, and we have website development. So we would select this one. I would also probably select second one if it's possible, and it would be.
Isn't it better like to narrow the input so that he can? I don't know how long is that file, but
Ah,
usually
good,
it's
good point, Zora. And we usually narrow down the input in my situation, except the first prompt ever, because the first prompt is gonna feed it all the knowledge needed, and then we ask specific things. But usually I give the full context, like the details, the reason, the purpose, even other extra files that I can ask it not to focus a lot on it. But that's probably while going with other requests, we would always give it only one file and only one mission.
one.
Yes, and I would add this questionnaire. Okay, I can show you what are the two files that I included. So this Excel sheet contains mainly the features that we want to develop for the client. I love that I'm showing this because this is a real life project, and I usually organize my communication with client with very clear files, and in here we agree we are going to develop the first version of the website. There will be other versions where they would include other things, but during this 30 days, our scope is just the first version. And in here, you can see it's mainly for creating the pages, the registration, some for the user, and some features for the ad. And that includes navigation, login, account access, submitting the profile, looking for and so on. We can go deeper into that later. Now we have this. We would move to our AI, and the second one that I would give is this questionnaire. And this questionnaire is a template that I prepared, and then I sent to the client and I asked him, yeah, please fill in as many details as you have for us to have very good understanding of the whole purpose. So this contains general information like what is the goal of this website, what is the target audience, what kind of branding and design are we gonna use, how would it be for the landing page, how would the about us page look like, what does it contain, everything really. This is in like growing file. It doesn't stop at a certain point, but then whenever a client is interested that in the contact page, I would like to change the order. I would like to show the email before the phone number, then it can always be listed here. And this would be also a document that can be included in the contract because it explains everything in details
in
how it
details,
should be.
yeah.
So then we can avoid misunderstanding and the client comes and tells you how the work is not done. The definition of done is all written there. And okay, so these are the two files that I think we're going to give, and now it's time to generate the prompt and to prompt it. Of course, I'm not gonna write a long paragraph manually. I usually use Gemini. Gemini has a really smart and cool speech-to-text feature. But before starting with the prompt, Njora, do you have any suggestions? What are the most important things that we need to mention in the first prompt ever? Do you have any thoughts about this, or should I just freestyle it?
I don't have a specific thought, but just keep in mind to not make it long and be specific, and maybe ask him as a senior engineer or senior project manager. You can, so that he, I think, at least I heard it, like it's good to put him in the scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You can even like, yeah, tell him exactly what are you gonna do. So we are planning to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your idea? How should we implement it? How we should start? What are the main points that we should focus?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. All right. Yeah. It's important, as you mentioned, to specify his role, his expertise. Okay, let's it and let's start with the first prompt ever, guys. Always, always write down in the comment section any improvements that you can think of that we can apply and have the prompt. Any question that pops in your mind, always feel free to be interactive. And let's start. Okay.
It's lagging.
Again? I don't know.
It's taking
All
time.
right. You are okay. I think we need to be quick. All right. All right. All right. All right. You are. Come on. All right. What the hell?
You were recording or no?
Re-
It was.
It was. Yeah, I see it now. I'm
Yeah,
sure my laptop is gonna explode. Look, it's listening now. Okay, it's always good to refresh. Let me close the ChatGPT technical issues.
okay. But yeah, it's a great milestone, first prompt ever in the engine and in this project and in the journey.
And it's we're doing such a good effort and such a big effort to do this first prompt. You see, like internet lagging,
easy.
the laptop is lagging. All
How
right,
can
all
I
right.
help you today? He's asking, how can I help you today?
Just
Like,
be
do the
bit
task.
quicker. Just do it. You know, just listen to my voice and then just write the text. Okay. I wait. Okay. Oh, perfect. You are a expert in software development and precisely in full stack development, and you also have very good understanding about the latest AI technologies and tools that can empower software developers and speed up the process and improve the quality. I will start with my team 30-day challenge to create a full stack application from scratch, potentially using some templates of a specific project. I attached to you two files, one Excel sheet that contains some functionalities, and I would like you only to focus on the functionalities needed for the version 1 of the website. And also in the second file, I specified the questionnaire that I had with the customer, and it contains many details that should be included in the website. So analyze it, review it, understand the context, and then keep in mind that I would like you to be my mentor. I would like you to help me and assist me with planning the project and with organizing the work, but also with writing code. And keep in mind that this will be a 30-day challenge, and we are already in day 2. You still have 20 days to plan. So give me a general overview about the project. What milestones should we make? We are planning to use React and C# and .NET for as a tech stack. As AI tools, we are planning to use ChatGPT, Claude Sonnet, and mainly we would like to use the new editor Cursor. And yeah, give me an overview about the project. What are the most important things to keep in mind? And prepare yourself to guide me through this journey. Perfect.
What's the new editor Cursor?
This Njora is something that you would love. I was watching today a
Uh-huh.
video. Njora, it's mind blowing. In only 1 hour,
You keep
this guy
you keep
created.
discovering every day, every
It's
new feature.
mind blowing, mind blowing. In short, Njora Cursor is built on top of VS Code, so it has similar UI. It's an editor, but it has AI built in. It has like built-in intelligence, uh,
Oh,
and it can make changes to several files at the same time. It's connected to. It's a bit similar to Copilot, GitHub Copilot, but it's much more powerful. I would just leave it to the actual experience
nice.
to prove
So I
my
should
point.
download it. I think already. I should download it.
I did start downloading it and I still did not install it. So yes, you should download it. Sure.
Oh wow.
Okay, and now let's
Oh
take this prompt. Yeah, you wanted to say something?
no. I said okay. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, and let's see what code would do after analyzing the documents.
Thank you.
Uh,
Mhm.
So let's start. So thank you for providing. I always would like him to see if he understood his goal. I'd be happy to guide you through this journey.
Mhm.
He would analyze it. First, I'd like to mention that I don't have direct
Oh,
access to Excel sheet. Aha. Or the question
what?
it. You do not? Let me check.
So now the answer was so general, like front end, back end, UX, nothing specific about the
That's
project,
correct. That's correct,
which
Njor.
is okay, but why he doesn't have the access?
Most probably it's because it was sent from Google Drive and that might be a bug. So what I can
Uh-huh.
simply do
We can
is to go and
download them.
download them exactly.
Hmm.
So let me download this. Shit happens, right?
Uh-huh.
And download this
But
as well.
we have the prompt, we have the files.
Okay. Okay, no problem. I'm attaching to you the two files again, so analyze them and regenerate the same response. It's good that you gave a general overview, but I wanted to be specific and precise to this project because that's important. Yeah,
Mhm.
so let's keep prompt. Let's upload from the computer. And let's go to downloads, and these are the two files. Let's see now.
Mm-hmm.
What the
Okay.
hell?
What? What? To give? Why would need to fill
Hmm.
the?
I really have no idea why is this happening,
I don't know. I'm gonna try to attach something and ask about it randomly to see if it's I don't know
but
down there.
it's not a big of a deal. In this case, we would downgrade and we would use ChatGPT. I never expected that ChatGPT is a downgrade, but that's not big of a deal since it's not generating code. CloudCloudNet is amazing with generating code. So, but when analyzing files, we can just use ChatGPT.
It worked for me.
Really?
I input random file and it say yes, I have access to the file you uploaded. The file appears to be 3x3D something document which is XML based. So he explained, yeah, he has a hello triangle. This was homework I think from PowerShell or something. But yeah,
This one, right?
yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
you can actually, yeah.
I can. We will connect to the same account.
By the way,
By
yes.
the way, everyone within the engine community has free access to these tools.
Yeah, one of the benefits to join.
Can you read these
Are you screaming at him?
two files as well? And I'm screaming, yes. I didn't attach the two files, right? I did. Okay. Okay. Yes, I
Yeah,
can read. Then it was an issue only with
from
this
this prompt.
thread. Okay,
Thread.
then. Okay, then what we can do is go.
It's a copy,
Let's
paste.
copy this, and then let's go for a
And the
new
good thing
chat.
you can, by the way, okay,
Tell
heard
me.
that
Tell
because
me.
you can even use the one which I use because the file which I put it's like very short. But yeah, if we wanna
I
follow the first rule,
usually
that
avoid
yes,
to confuse it. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
I mean, we can do that. I'm sure it would.
Mm,
Let's give it a try. What are we doing here? We're only trying. And let's again load the two files so we can start from scratch. Now it will not understand the two files, right? Thank you for providing.
Oh,
Okay, 30 days challenge. You understand,
very
right?
nice.
Good.
Woohoo!
Let's just go and get rid
Of this,
of
yeah.
this. That okay.
Rename it
Perfect. Yeah, we can
or
rename
file.
it later.
Actually, I like the name file access confirmation.
File access confirmation. Now let's see what it gave. So thank you for providing. I understand that you're looking for mentorship and guidance through the process. Version 1. Okay, project overview. Let's see. Based on the provided documents, you're developing a website for a company that offers various services, including web design. No. Digital marketing. No. And IT solutions. Come on, you're shaming me, bro. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Key milestones. This is still generic. Jura, I have no idea why, but the files are not working. Let me test it with ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith in ChatGPT with this. Show me link up somewhere. It's still generic, right?
Yeah.
But this, it gets it, it gets it. See,
Yeah.
user
About
registration,
us,
user
contact
profile,
me. Yeah.
job listing. Okay, okay, okay. Let's for now use ChatGPT as a
Alternative.
guide, and then we can use Claude Sonnet 3.5 to write code for us. Maybe we won't even need that. But let's see. Okay, week 1, project initialization and core structure. Uh, week 2, user management and job features. Week 3, application and search system. Makes
Uh-huh.
sense. Week 4, finalization, QA, and
Okay.
launch.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Important points to keep in mind. Let's dig a little bit deeper in each week. So for the setup, it's suggesting to create the website structure to set up services like user registration, login, email verification as per requirements in the questionnaire. Okay, so it properly read the whole thing. Ensure proper UI UX design using Material UI components. That's smart because that was mentioned in a section in the questionnaire. The design should be modern, responsive, and of course, as we always do, we integrate it with GitHub.
GitHub
Basic,
and CI/CD.
yeah, and within the first week, it's suggesting that from day 4 to 7. I think we can even do all of this setup
Just
in only one
one
day.
day, I think.
It's
Yeah.
just overdoing it, but that's
Just
nice.
about the
Hmm. Hmm.
CI/CD, I
Hmm.
know that with the front end we do the Netlify. I think we're gonna
Hmm.
stick with it. But with backend, how are you thinking about doing the CI/CD so that
Hmm.
it's like whenever you push to GitHub, you have your GitHub, your backend up and running?
Good point, Njora. I mean, for the backend, we can set up a CI/CD pipeline using GitHub Actions or even using Azure DevOps CI/CD pipelines. But I
Hmm.
think we can even go the same way we did for, remember the Werewolf game website is, as you mentioned, the front end just gets hosted automatically on Netlify and it gets deployed from a feature branch on, like from the master branch on the GitHub repo. But for the backend side, we write the code on Visual Studio for with .NET, and then it's so simple to just publish it. You just like right click, publish after you set up everything the first time, and just deploys the full backend, and you would have running APIs in the cloud. It's the same that we
Where
have for
where where it publishes? Ah, okay. Because I didn't
remember
see how
this
it works with the.
for the backend, right? So yeah, just
Ah,
the actual you see, like when you run the backend solution for the C sharp
you see
locally,
this.
you would see this, but it would be like localhost port 5001, I guess. But
Mhm.
here it's hosted, like anyone can access this. I can put it in the description, and you
Nice.
guys
Okay,
can test
I didn't
this.
see
Yeah.
this before. So
Ah, okay.
like ASP.NET offer this that you can publish it normally
And it
directly
just
through.
gets deployed to Azure DevOps, but still there are some setup. You need to create a resource, and then you need to create some API management. I believe they are called app service. You need to create an Azure SQL database, and it would be cloning it from the SQL Server database you have locally. There is kind of a setup, but in most of these situations, it does not take more than 15 minutes once, and then
Okay.
it's just a right click.
Nice, nice. And then in front end, you would do the API
We would
slash
do it
Lugaru Azure.NET from.
exactly as an API call. Perfect. That's exactly
Okay,
how it
okay.
is right now. Yeah. Okay,
And
going
then,
to, yeah,
mhm.
these
Yeah, yeah,
basic features that it's suggesting that we do on the first week is developing the landing page with a navbar section, a hero section, call to action. Okay, so mainly the landing page,
yeah.
about us page, and contact us page, and implementing the user registration system with
But,
essential fields like name, email, password, profession, and location. Okay.
but he did before. If you go scroll up a bit, he did it already. User registration. You see, in the second point,
Uh-huh.
he
If
mentioned the
I
user registration,
user registration
so it's duplicated.
in, it's maybe it's duplicated and maybe it's different things because this is mentioning that we can set up services, and this is talking about setting up a system. I'm not so sure, but I might think that maybe here it's suggesting that we can have three different services: user registration as a service, a second service as a login, and the second service as an email verification. Each one can be hosted somewhere, each one can be a different microservice. And then it's suggesting that we can start with the user registration service. But let's see. So,
Okay.
okay, for the second week, it's suggesting that we do the user management and job feature. So we start with profiles and accounts management, build out the user profile creation and management features. Users can view and edit their profile, update passwords, etc. And then adding an email verification and password recovery functionality. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I think in the first point he was just mentioning the point, and then now we should
He's
explore them or
yeah,
implement them.
yeah. He's like going more into details. And then, as a part of the second week, is to implement the job listing functionality, where we can create jobs and search for jobs. And then the third week, we handle the job application. So once we have our jobs, once we have our users, so yeah, we can think of it as like week one, set up the users. Week two, set up the job listings. Week three. Uh, Set up the application and the search
Application.
system. So like the user would be able
Or
to apply for positions. It makes sense. It does not. We cannot start with the application process if we do not still have users and we do not have job listings.
makes
Perfect.
yeah.
And then it's suggesting the search and the filters, and that would be smart because it would be done at the end of the full process implementation. That
Mm-hmm.
can be extended to searching on many database tables and specifying many filters. So we can just refer to the client documentation and make sure what are the things that we would like to specify.
There is some third party or some like library in ASP that allow the search, because in Mongo I did the
For
Mongo, the ping
search,
pong
right?
project. It was ready with MongoDB. You just create an index in the website of Mongo, you connect to the backend, and then you have the search feature ready.
Nice, nice, nice,
Because
nice.
for sure, I think we shouldn't start it from scratch. But if there
I
is third,
I wouldn't mind because most of the coding would be done by AI, hopefully during these 30 days.
okay,
But yeah, if there are other third parts, I think it's somehow built in within ASP.NET Core, but we can check
I think
that
so.
later.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then for week four, it's suggesting that we do the finalization, QA, and launch. So multi-language support and data security. This is
Mm-hmm.
suggesting, I mean, the discussion is still ongoing currently with the client whether we would like to have it only with German or we would like to have it in both English and German, but we can prepare
I
ourselves.
think this for sure. Even I need this feature also in another website, and
I
I
know.
think
Mm,
it's not very complicated. There is third party in which you have to download the third party, and then create the JSON file and put two language, for example, hello, and in German, what is it? Oh
Hello.
my God, hello. Yeah,
Hello.
I
Hello,
forgot.
Bruder.
Hello. And then instead of putting words, you put greeting, and based on the language selected in top, it changes. I think it's not that hard, but again, it depends on whether the client need it, whether we will have time for it. I think it's not one of the top, I don't know, five features which we should
Mm-hmm,
implement, but we
mm-hmm,
can
mm-hmm.
keep it in mind.
We can keep it in mind and we would probably also do it. And then it's suggesting that at the last week we do the testing, the bug fix.
Hmm.
Okay, and then final review and launch. Nice. Okay, do you have an idea? Okay, let's see the important points to keep in mind, Njor. Focus
Uh-huh.
on core functionalities first. And this is the mistake that both of us always do when we work together. We get drained in focusing on the UI, improve all the margins, all the paddings, improve everything style related, and sometimes we drift away and we forget to focus on the core functionalities first. So thank you
Hmm.
for this reminder. So GPT, use AI tools wisely. Aha, this is important. Let's read what it says. With AI tools like Tragicity, I don't know this, and Cursor, automate repetitive tasks like code, scaffolding, and unit tests. Focus on integrating AI to speed up front-end design and back-end API development. Yes, hopefully, inshallah. Responsive design, this is something we can ensure. Security and data privacy is also in the scope of
Hmm.
this project. Okay, perfect. Uh, any suggestions, Zora?
Mm, I think we can start taking notes, organizing, or taking what we like, what we should prioritize. and maybe start with the ClickUp,
Okay, I think it's time
I
to
think.
move to ClickUp. I would
Unless
agree as
if
well.
we have more questions to ask him, but I
I
think
mean, I
so
would
far no.
have a question, and I would ask it, how should we start organizing everything on ClickUp?
Okay, we can
Okay,
start
let's
that.
just create first a workspace on ClickUp. I would log in with my engine or personal accounts.
Because even one of the point which we can put on ClickUp is the questions or the idea which we want to ask the ChatGPT or the AI in general to keep them in track also there.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
Because in ChatGPT now we're gonna have conversation. Maybe we will
Uh-huh.
go, I don't know, but here in ClickUp we can divide it into section. The question, each question or each topic we ask, and we get the answer. We can keep tracking in the ClickUp.
Uh-huh. 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 Your workspace. Let me create it with the engine account. So, Njura, what you're suggesting is to start with the ClickUp, and then for each point we ask it for details, or should we ask it for an overview first?
Uh, Other overview
About all the features that should be included in ClickUp.
yeah, we can ask that, yeah, before initializing the ClickUp, yeah.
Okay. Let me then. I would like you now, after you understand the full purpose and goal of the project, to help me set up my task management system. So I am using ClickUp. ClickUp. I will correct it. And I would like you to break down all of the specific features we spoke about into user stories, and each user story would be pulled into one sprint, and then each sprint would and each user story would have some tasks. So yeah, like split the whole project implementation in somewhere between 5 and 15 user stories. You decide, and yeah, let's plan our project based on Scrum methodology and Agile mindset. Oof, there are so
Okay,
many
small
things to
question,
correct.
which
Uh-huh.
I have small question which can
Yes.
be beneficial for people and for refreshing for me. I asked you about it, but I
Okay.
forget. User what? User
Experience.
user
What?
no, no, user study or what? What is
None
it?
of that. I am
Uh,
confused. Njora, tell me.
uh,
Click up. There were mistakes here. Sprints ready. Sometimes the whole project is somewhere between 12.
exactly.
User stories. Mm-hmm.
User stories, exact. And this is the question. User story is a set of features. Let's say something like this. It's bigger than a feature. It can be divided.
Usually, I mean, it really depends on the team. It really depends on the company. Many people choose to call many things in different ways. So I think that there is no one truth, but at least how I work on my other projects and at work, what we have is that features, and features are like really uh, huge functionalities that usually takes around 2 months to implement. And within each feature, there are, let's say, few user stories, 3 to 5 user stories. And user
Hmm.
stories are things that we plan within one sprint. So in our case, within 1 week, or in real world, it's in during 2 weeks, we bring in a feature, and the feature has tasks. And to give an example, user stories are really interesting because the name is self-explanatory, because it's something that usually you put yourself in the client shoes, and you say, okay, as a customer of as a user of LinkUp, I would like to create an account. This is a user story. As a
Interesting. Yeah,
user
yeah, yeah.
of LinkUp, I would like to edit my account. That's
Hmm.
also a user story. And the feature would be account management. You see,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's like a bit more generic.
So yeah, it's fair to say that feature can be divided into user story. Even here in Google, it says that user story defined the specific task needed to build each feature, focusing on the user needs.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's a bit similar. I don't know if you know about there is test-driven development and there is BDD, behavioral driven development, which is similar a lot. Yeah, BDD, behavioral driven, involve naming software test using domain language to describe the behavior. Using such a you can even dive check is very small example. It's very similar to what you said. So user should log in or should be able to log in or so we are kind of doing BDD, I think, when we are doing a user story.
In a way, if I understand correctly, this is related to testing, right?
It's the development approach, like test
Mm-mm-mm.
driven.
But
Even
it's
test driven.
behavior. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Honestly, I've never heard about it before. Nice.
Exactly.
I'm familiar with the test-driven development and also domain-driven development, but this is in a way
This,
more customer-centric, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. I shared one in. You can check it. It's very similar to what you described. You can open. Yeah, general.
The general on
Yeah.
the
Git. You see, returns go to stock. As
returns go to stock, yeah. As
yeah,
a store owner, in order, I want scenario one, scenario two.
replace.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
And
kind of
then,
similar. What?
and then you go and write tests for these specific scenarios, if I understand correctly.
May.
The behavior development. Interesting, nice and well. Let me show you something cool. I asked GPT to generate the user stories, and it
And
suggested
again,
two answers. Yeah, you pick.
wow.
I love how AI is evolving. Okay, so first, it thought for 38 seconds. Okay, let's start with the first response. So it's saying that, yeah, it can help story user stories, 3 sprints. Yeah, okay. Sprint 1, foundation setup. Story, as a user, I want to be able to register, create an account, and can access the
Yeah.
platform. User story 2, as a user, I want to be able to log in and manage my profile information.
Okay.
As an employer, this is the third user story. As an employer, I want to be able to post job opportunity for medical professionals. And then there are tasks, you see, under each user story. Create a form for posting jobs. Set up simple job posting management dashboards. Store data in the backend and link to the database. So it's even breaking it down user story into tasks. For the second sprint, we have a user story. I want to search for jobs for my profession. I want to apply for jobs and submit it. I want to review the history of jobs I've applied for. Okay, this is something that I did not previously.
As a
Interesting.
user, I
That's
want to view the history. Oh,
nice. Yeah, but
cache, cache. Yeah.
it won't be complicated, but it's a very important functionality that I think I should even discuss further with the customer. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
then what do we have? Multi-language support, you publishing and security. And then one user story for the multi-language support, one
Uh-huh.
user story to make sure that data is secure and
Yeah,
setting
mainly
up SSL
GDPR.
encryption. Mm-hmm.
I think
And final
SSL, if we
sprint.
just set up an HTTPS, that's mainly it, or no?
I need to make a deeper research. I mean, I'm thinking to mainly use GWT authentication, but we would ask AI and we would make a small research together, maybe
Okay, okay.
the fourth day or the fifth day, where we go and make a decision together.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's doing final sprints, then Other user stories.
True.
So this is for bugs, and then setting up link up. Okay, let's see the second response.
Okay.
Okay, and then it created 15 user stories.
Oh, okay.
Okay, user registration and basic pages. None of this is a sprint. Okay. So in the first sprint, there are 5 user stories. As a medical professional, I want to register an account so I can access my jobs. As a medical professional, I want to create and edit my profile. As a visitor, I want to view the landing page. As a visitor, I want to learn about the company and about us. As a visitor, I want to contact the company via contact form so I can send inquiries. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. User registration is another user story. I think for the second sprint. No, this is breaking down tasks for each user story.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think the second is much more specific and okay. Design registration
Nice,
front
nice.
end
Front
implementation,
backend
backend setup,
setup, email
mail
verification,
verification, and testing.
testing.
Oh, I think it's gonna be testing in each user profile or user.
I'm just curious to see if it only created these 5 user stories or gave details about them. Okay, look here.
Oh,
Then sixth
okay.
user story. As a medical professional, I want to log in and log out. I want to recover my password. I want to deactivate and delete my account. I want to change my password. Okay,
And then he
perfect.
explained.
And then tasks one. You see,
Oh,
it's
Google. I
suggesting
think
the
he mentioned.
GWT.
Yeah, he mentioned the GWT. Very nice.
I like the second response. Perfect. Okay. And then it's I really believe that we're using the second response even before
Yeah.
finishing everything.
It's.
Search for jobs, apply for jobs, track my application,
I
and
think yeah,
then
it's much more.
tasks, and then use multi-language. It's exactly the same one, same as the other one, but this is much more detailed, much more detailed. I prefer this response to GPT so much. They get feedback, login with email engine dot connect dot contact at gmail.com. What? Come on.
SSO. What's it? SSO.
Yeah, continue without SSO. I thought that continue with what I wanted to do. And let's open it with the engine
A
account.
lot of Mehdi Benayed.
Yeah, horizontal scaling up. Come on.
Multi-threading.
Parallelism.
And a lot of your operating system teacher.
Very nice. Everything is so slow today. You guys can watch this video on 1.25 if you want. Okay, Njora, maybe for like 10 minutes we try to set up the ClickUp. We can, in the meanwhile, ask it to generate an overview about the project and suggest what types of files can we have as a shared documentation. I want you to suggest what are, come on, I want you to suggest what are the important documents to include in the project management platform. What are the things that we always need to refer to? I assume that there should be kind of an overview about the project and about the desired outcome, but also suggest what are the other elements or pages or files that we would need to properly have an organized project.
I think there
Yes?
is mistake. I
Even if there is usually mistakes happens when I say the name of a tool like ClickUp, and then I need to go and manually change it. But if it's a mistake in English, it's I
I
think it's
I
yeah.
assume that should be. I think you said this at least, but this would be kind. There
This, I assume that
there
that
should be.
there would be kind of an overview. Yeah, there
Would or
should
okay.
be.
But project.com, but also suggest.
Sorry. Let's copy this. We're already on ChatGPT. So let's ask it. Come on, don't believe my
Still.
life. What the hell is going?
Go to a test, speed test in Google.
I assume
If it's the
it's
internet or the
probably the RAM. It's probably
RAM.
the issue from my machine.
You're not
Yes.
opening. Oh, but the other Google. Are you
It's
opening a lot
probably
of?
because of the screen recording. But
Also, yeah.
eventually, you can always share your screen, and we can set up ClickUp from your site.
Okay, we can try. But I don't have the.
You can create. You can just create with your account
engine,
anything.
and then
Yeah, and then just
yeah.
add me. And meanwhile, connecting with another account. Oh. Internet's working fine. I thought I lost you.
Yeah, it's not because of the internet. I think.
Let's see what ChatGPT responded. And maybe tomorrow. I mean, we already have all the user stories specified here, so maybe we can do that without recording the video. And tomorrow at day 3, everything would be in place on ClickUp. We would leave one last task to show you the whole process, how to create a user story, how to create tasks, and how to organize them on different sprints. That would be interesting. Or maybe, yeah, what do you think, Njor?
So, like tomorrow, we don't have record the video, but we put the scenario ready, like the user scenario directly in ClickUp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do just small
That's,
video
yeah.
to show the progress, like 5 minutes or less.
Yeah, I would skip like a deep tutorial about how to use ClickUp. Go to I don't know, Google
Just
tutorial. I mean, even when you set up an account with ClickUp, it has like 1 or 2 minutes long tutorials, and they're really good. But a lot of documentation is available. Internet always pick to less than 20 minutes long. It would be wasting
shorter,
half
even
of your
15,
life.
I think. 15 is enough.
Yeah, 15 is good. But yeah, sorry, my laptop is failing today, so I would need to close here today. Just as a final thing, let's just see what kind of files the ChatGPT recommended to have.
Mm-hmm.
The good documentation of the project. So it suggested, as you mentioned, the project overview document where we have the purpose, and its content would be the project goals, the scope of the project, high level timeline, and milestones, the stakeholders, definition of done. This is very important. That's the other questionnaire that we already have. That's our source of truth. Location, requirements document, functional and non-functional requirements. We need to have, okay, it's suggesting that even maybe user stories and acceptance criteria can be on like all specified in one document. We can do
Mhm.
that. We can just copy the previous prompt. Sprint backlog. Then for each of the 4 sprints that we would execute, we would have a backlog for each one, and then a product backlog where we have all the user stories of all the sprints. Design and
Design.
wireframe file. Okay, this would probably be. I think it won't be needed if we're gonna mainly rely on Material UI, and if we're really challenging ourselves during these 30 days, it would be like a backend heavy kind of task. But of course, we can even also consider the design wireframe files, technical specification documents. It contains the tech stack and all technical details, testing and QA
This is
documentation.
basically what we would have mainly as documentation, I think.
Yeah, I mean, those are just great ideas. I don't think we would implement them all. But let's see, client communication log. This is nice. This is cool. Note from client meetings, agreed upon changes, key decisions. Nice. Risk management document. I don't think yeah, I mean, we have risk that we would end up not finishing the whole project within 30 days, but it's a risk we take, and we can do it. I know that it's really possible if we keep on being consistent as yesterday and today. It would be achievable. Release and deployment plan, post-launch maintenance. I think that's enough for today, right? It was amazing, Njura, having you on this call. I like your background. It's now
Yeah,
even
cozy.
more, yeah, cozy. Yeah, I mean, we did a good progress. We tested AI. It failed us many times. For some reason, Chat LLM is not reading the files. I need to investigate why. Uh, but we have a very good idea about the plan. We have our user stories in place, generated by ChatGPT. We would put them all on ClickUp, and I believe tomorrow we would just drag and put the first task on in active, and we can start with implementation. So tomorrow on day 3, we would open our code editors. We can
And
experiment
get
few
our hands
things.
dirty.
Yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much if you're still watching this. Your support means a lot. We would like to build something great together. I'm so happy and glad that Jora is part of this.
Thank you very
The
much.
journey continues. And yeah, any last words from your side, Jora? Else I can stop the recording.
I would like to thank everyone if they reach this moment, and yeah, looking forward to the next steps. We did good now. We were fighting with the ChatGPT. Tomorrow we will fight with maybe the setup of VS Code. After tomorrow we will have another fight, and yeah, it's collection of small fights to win the big war. 30 days website creation.
Woohoo! Perfect! Jora, thank you so much. I think it's
Thank
late
you
for
very much.
both of us. We need to go get some rest. I need to go
Yep.
get some food. Thank you
Well,
all, and see you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
تحياتي